Today I'm gonna play Cooper Flagg's career with a twist. This wheel is gonna decide everything from upgrades to downgrades to trades to much more. We're gonna spin it before every season, starting with Cooper Flagg's rookie season. We almost got Curry shooting, but we're gonna be able to trade for a top 10 player in the league. That's kind of crazy. We just started with one of the best things. We can trade for any of these players on the screen, including Donovan Mitchell. And I mean, we may as well trade for Wemby. He's 21 years old, and hopefully he can stay with the Mavericks. So Victor Wembanyama, welcome to the Mavericks. He is on a one-year deal, so we're taking a big risk here. Jokic is going to win the MVP, and for the Rookie of the Year, Cooper Flagg's going to win. I'm surprised he still averaged 14 with Wemby on the team. Wemby's going to win Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 23 points a game. And the Mavericks are the best team in the league with 71 wins. I guess that's me since I traded for Wemby. The Mavericks should be able to make it all the way to the conference finals with a record this good. In the first round, they're going to sweep. In the second round, we're just going to sim, and they're going to lose to a 4 seed. That is the last thing I expected. The Thunder were 21 games worse than the Mavericks. But in the offseason, Cooper Flagg's only going to get better. I hope Wemby stays. I don't like seeing the 0 years by his contract. But before we see where Wemby goes, we're going to spin the wheel again. The first time we got arguably the best thing on the wheel, and now we get to sign an 80 overall player to add to Cooper Flagg's team. Let's see who some of the free agents are other than Wait, Wemby's not a free agent? Oh, they have a team option on Wemby, so he's still on the team. And now we basically get to sign any free agent except for Harden. We don't need Porzingis or any of these centers. Maybe we just take Norman Powell. He's 33, though. He's probably going to drop in player progression. I don't even know if I want any of these players here. Like Asar Thompson, maybe, because he's young. We're just going to sign Asar Thompson, though, because of his defense. So now at the beginning of season 2, Wemby's a 96, Cooper Flagg's up to an 89, and Asar's up to an 83. And his defense is actually insane. It's an A+, and his shot tendency is low, so he won't be taking any shots away from Cooper Flagg. In Cooper Flagg's second season, Wemby's gonna win the MVP, and the Mavericks win 78 games. Okay, we're gonna try this again. They won 78 games, so they should be able to make it to the finals. They're gonna sweep in the first round. In the second round, they have to play a 5 seed. They're gonna win in 7. Okay, we're gonna take this game by game. I'm kind of scared now. The Mavericks are going to take games 1 and 2. They're also going to take game 3. All these games have been close, but they're on to the finals. And now they have to play a Pacers team with a healthy Halliburton. They pretty much have the same team, except they have Mitchell Robinson now. And this series wasn't close at all. The Mavericks win in 5, and Cooper Flagg wins his first championship. But before season 3, we're going to spin the wheel again. We've gotten trades both times. Let's see if we can get an upgrade. And we're going to get Cooper Flagg's lowest rating to a 99. Before we do anything with that, though, Wemby's going to re-sign on a 3-year deal, and Cooper Flagg's up to a 94. Let's find his lowest rating. His standing dunk is a 65, and I'm hoping it's gonna be something useful here. So far, it looks like it's gonna be a standing dunk. I don't see anything else 65 or lower. We almost got his offensive rebound, but that's a 69, so now he's gonna get a 99 standing dunk, and that's not super useful, so he's gonna stay at 94 overall. He also averaged 18, 7, and 4 last season. I think I just totally forgot to show that. Also, Kyrie's not on the team anymore, so AD's our third best player, and Kyrie left to join the Hawks. Wemby's gonna win back-to-back MVPs on the Mavs, and it's funny how they won 70 games even though they're worse than last season. And as a 94 overall now, Cooper Flagg is up to 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. We're just gonna sim again since they're so good. Hopefully they don't blow it like that first year. They're gonna beat the Timberwolves in 5, same with the Rockets. And in the conference finals, they have to play the Pelicans, who have Cam Thomas and Cam Boozer now. They're gonna be insane in a couple years when Cam Boozer gets better. The Mavericks are gonna win the first 2 games of the series and game 3, and they're gonna sweep their way to the finals. Did the Heat just blow a 3-1 lead? I think they did. Game 1 went to the Heat, game 2 went to the Knicks, so that's 1-1. And in game 3, the Heat go up 2-1 and 3-1, so they just blew a 3-1 lead. And the Knicks look the same except the fact that they have the Rookie of the Year at center. My question is, how did the Knicks have the first pick in the draft? That's kind of scary. Let's see if the Mavericks can go back-to-back here. They're going to blow them out in game 1 and game 2. Game 3, they're going to win by about 20, and they're going to sweep. And Cooper Flagg's a 2-time champion. Before season 4, let's go ahead and spin the wheel again. I feel like we're going to get a downgrade soon. Oh my, we just got a buy. Wait, no, we just got Curry shooting. Oh my gosh, we got saved. Before we give him the upgrades, Cooper Flagg's gonna go up to a 95. We have Rob Dillingham on the team now. AD, I thought he was gone, but he's down to an 83. Once we give Cooper Flagg Curry shooting, I wonder how much his overall is gonna go up. And Cooper Flagg is gonna stay at 95. But I cannot complain. He has a 97 mid-range, a 99 3, and a 94 free throw now. Season number 4, Wemby's gonna win his 3rd MVP in a row. And the Mavericks have won 70 games every single season of Cooper Flagg's career so far. Let's see if he made his first All-NBA team. He still hasn't made one yet, and he's not here again. That's kind of crazy. He has a 96 overall. He averaged 22 points per game, and he's made 2 All-Star games, but has no All-NBA appearances. He's had a really good start to his career, though. In the first round, the Mavericks go up against the Suns. They should be able to beat them, and they're going to sweep them. In the second round, they have to play the 5-seed Warriors. They're going to sweep again. And in the conference finals, they have to play the 3-seed Timberwolves. No way they're going to make it to the finals without losing a game. Wow. And in the finals, they have to go up against the 5-seeded Heat. They might be able to win all 16 games of the finals. They're going to win games 1 and 2. Game 3 is going to go to the Mavericks. Can they sweep? They can. So they're going to have a perfect playoff run, and Cooper Flagg wins the finals MVP. I thought Wemby would for sure win it, but Cooper Flagg went insane. Before his 5th season, we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel again, and we've been removing stuff from the wheel every single time. This time, we're gonna... Oh, we just got Trade Finder at the trade deadline, so Cooper Flagg's gonna be off the Mavericks. In his 5th season, he's the best player on the team now. Wemby's dropping at 25 years old, and with the Mavericks being 41-8 at the trade deadline, we have to trade Cooper Flagg. The only problem is Trade Finder is not giving us any deals, so we're just gonna find a team that's buying and send him there. The Spurs are buying, we can send him there. The Celtics are also buying, but they're 17-34. I don't want to send him there. The Hornets are buying, they're a decent team. Same with the Jazz. They have Darren Peterson and Ace Bailey. That could be a pretty good young core. I think I'm going to go with the Jazz. I want to see how him and Darren Peterson pan out together. Let's see if we can do this trade, keeping Darren Peterson and Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey might have to go, though. And to make this at least a semi-fair trade, we're going to trade Cooper Flagg for Salon and 4 first-round picks. I hate that Cooper Flagg's leaving the Mavericks, but now he's a member of the Jazz. Before the trade, Cooper Flagg's averaging 23 points per game, and he's going to finish the season averaging 24 points per game. He brought the Jazz from the 7th seed to the 5th seed, but I turned the Mavs into a super team with Wemby winning his 4th MVP in a row and the Mavericks winning 73 games. And of course, in the first round, Cooper Flagg has to go up against Luka. And this series went 7 games, but unfortunately, the Jazz are going to get eliminated in the first round. And now Cooper Flagg has to watch as the Mavericks win a championship without him. But before Season 6, let's see what upgrade we're going to get. And Cooper Flagg's going to get Giannis's finishing. Before we put the upgrades on him, he's going to go up to a 99 overall. And Giannis's finishing isn't going to change him that much. His layup's going to go up 3, and his post hook's going to go up 1 because every other attribute, like his dunking, is higher than Giannis's. So that wasn't a great upgrade this far into his career, but let's see how Season 6 will go for him. Darren Peterson's going to win the MVP averaging 30, and Wemby left the Mavericks to join the Heat. And it took Cooper Flagg 6 seasons, but he's finally on an All-NBA team, averaging 24, 8, and 5 in his first full season with the Jazz. And with Wemby leaving the Mavericks, the Jazz are the 1 seed. They were just 3 games better than the Mavericks. And even without Cooper Flagg and Wemby, this is still a crazy team. Last year, Cooper Flagg couldn't beat Luka, but this time Luka's coming from the play-in. The Jazz are going to sweep the Grizzlies, and the Mavericks don't even make it out of the first round. I was hoping to meet them in the conference finals. The Jazz are going to go up 2-0 on the Timberwolves, and let's see if they can sweep. They're not going to, but can they, gentlemen? Yo, what is going on? Oh, not Simcast. I'm scared to click this button. We're going to a game 7, and thank goodness the Jazz locked in. They're not going to blow a 3-0 lead, and that's thanks to Cooper Flagg and Darren Peterson going off. So now in the conference finals, they have to face the Pelicans. I forgot this is the team with Cam Boozer. I really wanted to face the Mavs here. That would have been a perfect storyline. The series is tied up at 1. The Jazz take a 2-0 lead, and after the Pelicans tie the series up at 2, the Jazz go off in game 5 to go up 3-2. Oh my gosh, Darren Peterson, this stat line is insane. So now the Jazz are just 1 game away from the finals. They made it there, and they have to face the Knicks with this guy who won Rookie of the Year a couple years ago. He's amazing now. This team is actually ridiculous. They still have Brunson, Cat, and OG too. 1 seed versus 1 seed. Let's see if Cooper Flagg can win his first championship with the Jazz. This is not a good start. They're going to win game 3 though and tie the series up. And in game 5, that first half from the Jazz wasn't great. Neither was the 4th quarter. The Knicks are going to go up 3-2. Cooper Flagg and Darren Peterson went off, but so did almost everyone on the Knicks. And in game 6, this one's been super back and forth. Ace Bailey's going to give the Jazz the lead with 2 minutes to go. They really need to lock in and hold this lead here. I don't know why Brunson just took a post fade, but I am not complaining. Let's see if Ace Bailey can cook. He's going to find Darren Peterson on the cut, and the Jazz go up 3. Jalen Brunson on the ISO, going at Devin Carter. The spin, the behind the back. Please force the layup. He's going to take a hook. I don't know what that is or how that went in. Now we have 1 minute to go. I don't know why Walker Kessler has the ball, but they're going to find Darren Peterson in the corner, and his 3's off. I don't like this. The Knicks have a chance to take the lead here. Brunson on the ISO is going to get stopped by Devin Carter. 7 seconds to go on the shot clock. He finds the center, and he throws the dunk down for the lead. So now Darren Peterson, Cooper Flagg, Ace Bailey need to cook here. That's almost a turnover. Darren Peterson on the drive is going to stop. stop. 11 seconds on the shot clock. He finds Devin Carter. I don't know why the ball is in his hands with 5 seconds on the shot clock. He's gonna pull the mid-range and he knocks it down. Season on the line. One stop is all the Jazz need. The Knicks are gonna chew down the shot clock here. Jalen Brunson, 6 seconds to go. He's gonna pull the three over Devin Carter. It's off, and Walker Kessler grabs the board. Whoa, was that a steal? Walker Kessler's at the free throw line? I don't know what just happened. He passed the ball right here and lost it, I guess before Dyson Daniels fouled him, and this guy went up with a layup? Bro, what? That was an insane bailout. I think they're gonna win game 6 because of that. Unless the Knicks somehow get a full court shot off. They got it off. It's gonna miss, and we're going to a game 7. And in game 6, Ace Bailey led the way. Darren Peterson at 23, Cooper Flagg at 17. And now they just need to lock in for one more game. And the Jazz are gonna lock in, and in Cooper Flagg's 6th season, he's gonna win his 4th championship. Before the start of season 7, we're back to the wheel, and this time it looks like we're gonna get another upgrade. Cooper Flagg's gonna get Wemby's defense. It's not gonna do much to his interior defense. It's only gonna go up by 2, but his block's gonna go all the way to a 99. Darren Peterson's gonna win back-to-back MVPs. With Wemby's defense, Cooper Flagg wins Defensive Player of the Year. As for the Jazz, they're the best team in the West again. In the first round, they have to go up against the Portland Trailblazers. They're gonna sweep them. And in the second round, Cooper Flagg has to play his former team. This one wasn't close at all. They're gonna sweep again. And in the conference finals, they have to play the Timberwolves. They have not lost yet in this playoff run. They're gonna go up 3-0 and sweep. So now in the finals, they have to go up against the Nets. And this Nets team looks pretty good, but the Jazz look way better. The Nets are gonna tie the series up at 1. The Jazz take a 2-1 and a 3-1 lead, and they're gonna win in 5. And Cooper Flagg's a 5-time champion. I'm kind of scared now because we've gotten so many upgrades and we're taking them off the board as we get them, but we're gonna get another one as Cooper Flagg gets +10 his defense and rebounding attributes. This rebound boost can hopefully get him closer to MVP. His defense is also absolutely insane now. But of course, Darren Peterson's gonna win his 3rd MVP in a row. And on top of that, Wemby steals the Defensive Player of the Year from Cooper Flagg. And Cooper Flagg's gonna make his 3rd All-NBA team, this time averaging 25, 9, and 5 with 2 steals and a block. And with the Jazz winning 68 games, they should be able to make the finals. The Timberwolves are also really good though. Let's see if they can meet the Timberwolves in the finals. They're gonna sweep in the first round. In the second round, they have to go up against the Warriors. They're gonna gentleman sweep, and the Thunder made it. The Timberwolves lost in 7, and this Thunder team looks really solid. I don't know how the Thunder are not putting up a fight. The Jazz are gonna sweep, and now they have to play the Knicks in the finals again. They beat them 2 years ago. Let's see if they can finish this three-peat. They're gonna win the first 2 games of the finals and go up 3-0. And yeah, the Knicks are hopeless. The Jazz only lost 1 game in the playoff run, and Cooper Flagg just won his 6th championship. So he's had 2 three-peats now with 2 separate teams. I'm kind of scared the wheel's gonna give us something bad here. Please keep going. Please keep going. Cooper Flagg has to miss the entire season. So now we have to give Cooper Flagg a suspension for not subscribing to the channel. You guys don't want to be like him. Make sure to subscribe. With no Cooper Flagg, Darren Peterson still wins the MVP. This is his 4th in a row. And the Jazz are a play-in team. They're the 9th seed. Cooper Flagg's impact is crazy. I can't believe they're the 9th seed. I was looking when they were simming and they were the 5th seed. They're only 3 games back from the 5th seed. But now they have to win 2 play-in games to make the playoffs, and they're not even going to make it. So with Cooper Flagg back, let's start season 10 out on the right foot, and we're going to be able to sign any free agent unless this keeps going and it's going to stop. Let's see if we have any good free agents here. We could get Cade, but he's 32 years old. Jeez, Tatum's already 36 years old. I'm not even going to think twice about it, so we have Cade on the team now. This big 4 right here is actually elite. Bro, Darren Peterson just won his 5th MVP in a row. And in Cooper Flagg's 1st season back, he's going to win his 2nd Defensive Player of the Year. And he finished 4th in MVP. Now let's see if they can start another 3-peat run. They're going to win their 1st series. In the second round, they have to play the Timberwolves. They're going to sweep. And now they actually have to face a good team in the Warriors who have Ja, Scoot Henderson, and AJ DeBonsta. The Jazz are definitely the better team, but this Warriors team still scares me a bit. The Jazz blow them out in game 1. They're going to win game 2 and 3. They're not going to sweep. Can they gentlemen sweep? Yes, they can. And in the finals, they have to go up against Evan Mobley and the Cavs. And that series wasn't close at all. The Jazz are going to gentlemen sweep. Cooper Flagg wins his 2nd finals MVP and 7th championship. And I know every time we go to the wheel, I say I'm scared of getting something bad, but it's bound to happen sooner or later. This time, Cooper Flagg gets +10 to his shooting. I'm not sure how much that's going to help. I mean, his mid-range and 3-pointer went down, so they're going back up. And I mean, it's going to move him from a 98 back to a 99. Bro, Darren Peterson's on a crazy run. He just won his 6th MVP in a row. And Cooper Flagg wins his 3rd Defensive Player of the Year. He just averaged a career-high 28 points per game, and he's gonna finish second in MVP behind Darren Peterson. The Jazz won 70 games again. They should be able to make it at least back to the conference finals. They gentlemen sweep in the first round. In the second round, they have to play the Timberwolves. They're gonna sweep. And against this 3-seeded Grizzlies, oh my gosh, they almost lost. The Jazz won game 1. The Grizzlies took game 2, 3, and 4. So the Grizzlies just blew a 3-1 lead. And now in the finals, the Jazz have to go up against a 7 seed. This team actually looks kind of good for a 7 seed. The Jazz should have this one in the bag, though. They're gonna lose game 1. They're at least gonna tie it up and win game 2 and 3. Game 4, they're going to take a 3-1 lead, and Cooper Flagg is an 8-time champion and 3-time finals MVP. So back to the wheel we go. It just gets scarier and scarier each time, and we just keep getting lucky. We get to sign a 90 overall player. So at this point, the one position we need is a center. This guy's 24 years old, and he's a 90 exactly. That's perfect. This is by far the best starting lineup Cooper Flagg's had in his whole career. Darren Peterson still going, breaking the record with his 7th MVP. Cooper Flagg's going to tie the record, winning his 4th Defensive Player of the Year. And this year he finishes 3rd in MVP. Let's see if Cooper Flagg can win his 3rd three-peat though. In the first round, they have to play the 8-seeded Kings. They're going to gentlemen sweep. Round number 2, they have to play the Mavs. They're going to sweep them. And in the conference finals, they're going to sweep the Timberwolves. They have to play the 7-seeded Wizards, who took down the 1 seed. I don't know what it is with all these playing teams making the finals. This team doesn't even look that good. The Wizards are going to win game 1 by 1 point. That's not a good sign. But the Jazz are going to go up 2-1 on them. They go up 3-1 with a crazy blowout. And Cooper Flagg's going to win his 4th finals MVP and his 9th championship. This is an insane resume, only playing 11 seasons because of the suspension. And yes, that's a reminder to subscribe. And before season 13, here we are back at the wheel, and we're gonna get yet another upgrade. Cooper Flagg's gonna get plus 10 to his finishing attributes. That's gonna bring him from a 98 back to a 99 again. And finally, it took long enough. Cooper Flagg's gonna win his 1st MVP. Wemby's gonna finish 2nd. He's on the Kings now, and Darren Peterson finishes 3rd. And the Jazz are unstoppable, winning 69 games. Let's see if they can win 4 championships in a row. Cooper Flagg has not done that yet. They're gonna sweep the Mavericks in the first round and gentlemen sweep the Warriors. Now in the conference finals, they have to face the Timberwolves, where they're gonna win the first 2 games. Game 3 is gonna go to the Timberwolves though, and the Jazz take game 4. And now on to game 5. The Jazz are gonna gentlemen sweep, and they have to play the Knicks again. And this Knicks team looks completely different except for their shooting guard and center. Brunson and Cat are probably both retired at this point. The Jazz win game 1 by just 2 points. They blow them out in game 2. They blow them out in game 3, and they're gonna sweep. So Cooper Flagg's now a 10-time champion. At this point, I'm just waiting for the inevitable downgrade. And on the wheel, there it is. We're gonna get -5 to Cooper Flagg's overall right after winning the MVP. In player progression, he's gonna stay a 99, so now we have to drop him to a 94. Here it goes, 99 all the way down to a 94 overall. He's still the best player on the team though, but all his attributes just dropped by 6. He just had a 97.3. Darren Peterson's back to winning MVPs. 8 MVPs in 13 seasons is insane. And the Jazz are gonna win 73 games. As a 94 overall, Cooper Flagg's all the way down to the All-NBA 2nd team. He's down to 22 points per game. I feel like the Jazz always play the Kings in the first round. They sweep them. In the second round, they have to face the Timberwolves. They lose the first 2 games, but make it out. And I'm kind of scared to just sim the round. They're going to lose the first game to the Warriors. They come back to tie it up. They're going to go up 2-1 and 3-1. And in game 5, they're going to make the finals to play the Pistons. And the Pistons look nice. They have this Simon Moore guy who was on the Wizards when we played them in the finals. The fact that they have another 95 overall kind of scares me. The Jazz are going to take game 1. The Pistons tie the series up. The Pistons go up 2-1. The Jazz are going to tie it. And in game 5, this one's super back and forth. The Pistons get a shot in the paint and it's blocked. That was their chance to take the lead here. Now Darren Peterson's going to use the screen and he's going to get a turnover. Mikal Brown Jr. with the ball. He was on the Mavericks with Cooper Flagg, and the Jazz are going to foul. Never mind. He was on the Jazz with him, not the Mavericks. This whole simulation's just getting mixed into my brain. The Pistons are going to tie it up with their first free throw and take the lead with their second. Darren Peterson on the ISO with the cross, the drive, and he gets an easy dunk to put the Jazz back up. And now on the other end, Elijah Arenas finds Caffey, the top of the key 3, and the Pistons go up 2. The Jazz still have plenty of time here. Darren Peterson on the drive. He cooked, but that shot is very questionable. And now we have Cheeks with 7 seconds left on the shot clock trying to drive on Cade. He's going to take the floater over him, and it's off. Cooper Flagg, 12 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to kick it to the wing for the deep 3, and he knocks it down. That last name came up so quick, I didn't even know how to say it. And now to potentially go up 3-2, all the Jazz need here is 1 stop. Cheeks is going to use the screen with 12 seconds to go. It doesn't really get him anywhere, but he's going to try to get past Cade here. He gets into the paint, and Cade's going to get the steal. So now with 6 seconds to go, he can put the Jazz up by 3 here. His first free throw's good, and to give them a 3-point lead, his second free throw's good. The Pistons have no timeouts here. 6 seconds. Caffey bringing up the ball. It looks like he's not going to pass it. He does last second. He finds more, and it's 3 over Cooper Cooper Flagg's off. The Jazz go up 3-2. That is an insane ending. Darren Peterson cooked per usual. And with the Jazz being up 3-2, let's see if we're going to a game 7 or not. And Cooper Flagg's gonna tie Bill Russell, winning his 11th championship. Season number 15, let's go back to the wheel to hopefully get an upgrade to get us up from 94 overall. And Cooper Flagg's gonna get +10 to his athleticism. That's crazy. Before we even do that, he dropped to a 91 in player progression. And with the increased athleticism, he's gonna go from a 91 overall to a 92. Darren Peterson is crazy. He's gonna win his 9th MVP. The Jazz are gonna win 71 games this season. And Cooper Flagg finishes 5th in MVP, averaging 27 points per game. They've won 5 rings in a row. Let's see if they can go for number 6. They're gonna gentleman sweep the Rockets in the first round. They win in 7 against the Nuggets. I'm gonna go game by game here now. They're gonna beat the Timberwolves in game 1. They're gonna win game 2. Game 3 they're gonna take. They're not going to win game 4. Can they gentlemen sweep? They can. And in the finals, they have a rematch against the Pistons. The Pistons blow them out in game 1. They're going to blow them out in game 2. They're going to win game 3 by just 3 points. And Cooper Flagg's going to get swept in the NBA Finals. That's crazy. That's going to move his finals record to 11-1. And I hope we don't get a downgrade here. I want to see him win 1 more championship so he can pass Bill Russell. And he's going to get +10 to his playmaking attributes. Player progression dropped Cooper Flagg to a 90 overall, but with the increase in playmaking, he's up to a 91. The starting 5 is still the same as a couple of years ago. I didn't even realize Ace Bailey's a 79 overall now. He's still been shooting really good from the field, but his points per game has taken a big drop. Darren Peterson winning his 10th MVP is crazy. And Cooper Flagg's on the All-NBA second team, this time averaging 25 points per game. The Jazz won 66 games, but they're not even the best team in the league. Let's see if they can make it back to the finals, though. They're going to sweep in the first round. In the second round, they're going up against the 5 seed. They're going to sweep again. In the conference finals, they're not going to sweep. The Nuggets are going to win game 3, but the Jazz make it out in 5. And now they get to play the Wizards, who are a better team than them. Hopefully the Jazz don't lose 2 finals in a row here. The Wizards are going to take game 1. The Jazz tie the series up at 2. The Wizards go up 2-1 and 3-1. And it's not looking too good for the Jazz here. They're going to lose in back-to-back finals. So now entering season number 17, we get to spin the wheel again. There's way less on the wheel. The words are so much bigger. And we're going to get -10 to Cooper Flagg's defense and rebounding attributes. Player progression has Cooper Flagg dropping to an 89. And once we drop his defense and rebounding by 10, he's going to be an 88 overall. Darren Peterson's finally not going to win an MVP. And Cooper Flagg's not going to make an All-NBA team, averaging 22, 6, and 5. And for the first time in forever, the Jazz aren't the 1 seed. And Ace Bailey's not even on the team anymore. He got traded to the Hornets. He averaged 10 this season. And he's down to a 76 overall. I'm just going to sim if they lose, they lose. They play the Suns in the first round and they're going to lose in 7. Player progression has Cooper Flagg dropping to an 85 overall. Let's see if we can change that with a really good wheel spin here. And nice. Cooper Flagg gets 99 potential. We could have used that early in the video, because at this point it basically does nothing for us. I'm gonna move Cooper Flagg back to a small forward now that Ace Bailey isn't on the team anymore. Cooper Flagg once again doesn't make an All-NBA team. He's down to 20 points per game. And the Jazz are the 4 seed facing the Grizzlies in the first round. They're gonna win in 6. But now in the second round, they have to face the 1 seed and they're gonna win. I did not expect that at all. Now they have to play this Rockets team. Let's go game by game here. They're gonna lose game 1 by 7. They win game 1 by 15. Game 3 is gonna go to the Rockets. Game 4 is gonna go to the Jazz. They're also going to win game 5, and we're going to a game 7. And with the trip to the finals on the line, we have a tie game with 2 minutes to go. Darren Peterson's going to kick it to Cooper Flagg. He's going to find the point guard. He's going to swing it to the center. Back to Darren Peterson, the contested 3, and he knocks it down. Blackman with 10 seconds to go on the shot clock, and he used the screen. He kicks it back out to the big, and his 3 is off. So now with 1 minute to go, let's see if the Jazz can score again here. Darren Peterson chucks up a terrible shot. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Now Martin's going to find Taylor wide open, and he ties the game up. Less than a minute to go for Cooper Flagg and the Jazz. He's going to kick it to Cade. Back to Cooper Flagg. The open 3, and it's good. That is a huge shot, leaving the Rockets with just 30 seconds to go here. Martin's going to use the screen. He's not going to take the mid-range. I don't know what he's doing. He's just running around the court, and he gets a turnover. The Rockets ended up fouling Cade, who made both free throws. Now they might need a miracle here to win game 7. Martin's going to find Blackman wide open, though, and he knocks down the 3. So now the Rockets are going to have to foul here again. Why did they not just pass it to Cade there? This will be insane if the Jazz lose off this. The Rockets get an open mid-range, and they knock it down. They had that game in the... Okay, I was going to say they had it in the bag, and we might be going to overtime if they can't hit a shot, and that's the shot they go with. And in overtime, the Jazz are folding. They're down 2 with a minute to go. Blackman's going to use the screen. Cade gets caught. I don't know how he didn't get an open shot off that screen, but he's going to knock down the contested mid-range over Cade. Now the Jazz have less than a minute to come back down 4. Darren Peterson's going to use the screen from Kareem Lopez. It's not a great one. And now he's struggling to get into the paint. He's going to kick it to Kareem Lopez to Cade. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Cade, what are you doing? He finds Cooper Flagg in the corner, and he's going to knock down the 3. And the Jazz are going to foul Cade just fouled out. That's kind of big. They're not going to have him for the last possession, and the Rockets knock down both free throws. I just hope it's either Darren Peterson or Cooper Flagg taking this last shot here. I don't like the fact that the ball's in the point guard's hands. Please don't do something stupid here. He's going to kick it to Kareem Lopez to Glover for the three. Why is he the one shooting it? That's kind of crazy considering he's shooting 23% in the playoffs and he shot 22% in the regular season. But the Jazz still have a chance here. The Rockets knock down both their free throws. Darren Peterson's going to pull the three and it's good. And now the Rockets are going to send Blackman to the free throw line. He's going to miss the first one. But even if he misses this second one, the Jazz are going to need a full court shot here. 2 seconds to go. Darren Peterson, the full court shot, it's off. And the Rockets are going to win in Game 7. That's crazy. That bad pass from the center let the Rockets come back. The Wizards are going to win the finals. And now player progression has Cooper Flagg dropping to an 84. And on top of that, Cade's going to leave to go to the Lakers. And on the wheel, let's please get something good here. And this time around, it looks like we're going to get a buyout. So Cooper Flagg is leaving the Jazz after all these years. So I'm just going to release him and see what team he ends up going to. And after 2 days of sitting in free agency, Cooper Flagg's on the Hawks. We're going to move him back to a power forward, so he's down to an 83 overall now. And in Cooper Flagg's first season on the Hawks, he averaged 23 points per game. But the Hawks are pretty bad. They're the 9th seed. They're going to win the first game. And can they win the second playing game? They can't, so they're eliminated. And entering Cooper Flagg's 20th season in the league, player progression has him dropping to a 79. I'm going to make him a small forward again just because they have no good ones on the roster. And before we start season number 20, let's go back to the wheel. And this time, finally, we're going to get a good upgrade. We can put any one of his ratings to a 99. That's a pretty big upgrade, especially with all his attributes starting to drop. And I think the only thing that really makes sense here is putting his three-pointer to a 99, so that's going to make him an 83 overall. And with a 99 three-pointer, Cooper Flagg's up to 24 points per game, shooting 46%. And as for the Hawks, they're in the play-in again, aren't they? They're the 7th seed. The first game, they're going to win, so they're playing the 2 seed. And I mean, they're probably not going to make it out. They're going to get swept. So after 20 seasons, Cooper Flagg's going to retire. He's going to finish his career with 1 MVP, 16 All-Star appearances, 5 Defensive Player of the Years, 11 championships, 4 Finals MVPs, 10 All-NBA teams, and he's going to get his number retired with the Jazz. Paolo scored 82 in a game. That's insane. Cooper Flagg finished his career 11th all-time in points with 36,000, 10th in threes made with 4,200, and 3rd all-time in steals with 2,800. If you want to see me make Cooper Flagg and Victor Wembanyama rivals, click the video on the screen right now.